a vagina latte. Ha 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 ha, vagina latte.
Josh Feuerstein here, ladies and gentlemen, and the way that I became famous is talk really fast in my videos and compare a lot of things that have nothing to do with each other, and keep feeding you the bullshit that Fox News keeps throwing at you constantly. No, actually, I'm much better looking and smarter than Josh Feuerstein, but we won't go there. Vagina latte here. And apparently the latest video by our friend Josh Feuerstein is him just having a meltdown over a father that actually allowed his child, his son, to choose his own toy. And that child, that boy child, dared to choose a girl's toy, a Little Mermaid doll. Now, I really don't see the big deal in this. I think kids should be allowed to play with whatever they want. But Josh here is going to have a meltdown, so let's watch a little bit of Josh here.
Hey guys, what's up? Josh Feuerstein here. So there's an article that's going viral, a picture of a dad that went to Walmart, took back one of his son's toys that he had gotten for his birthday that he didn't care for, and he let his son go back to the toy department and choose whatever toy he wanted to, only for his little boy to pick out a little girl's toy, a Little Mermaid doll. And, well, the dad says, I'm going to let you choose. And everybody's loving this dad in the picture that he posted to Facebook because he's letting his son choose and express who he really wants to be.
Well, fuck me. Because, you know, it should just be a crime for a parent to actually let their child express who they are instead of continuing to, well, I guess probably what you do, which you're going to explain here about training your children, you know, to make them little clones of you. Because, you know, let's snuff out any kind of individuality in our children, because they all have to do the same things, like the same things, to fit your view of how your child should be.
Really? Since when do kids make good choices? We live in this society that thinks that kids are supposed to make choices like that, and that we're not supposed to choose for them. We're supposed to let them express themselves.
Well, Josh, that kind of depends on the child. Probably depends on the age of the child and the maturity level of the child. There are probably children that do make good choices. It's according to how they're raised, maybe their intelligence level and their maturity level. But it kind of depends on what you're talking about. And, you know, I don't see that letting a child choose their own toy, what they like to play with, instead of you choosing it for them. I really don't see the harm in that unless they're a very young child and they want something that is going to easily come apart and they can choke on. So, yeah, your point is just missing it completely, Joshy Poo.
Seriously, since when do kids make good choices? If you give a kid a choice between playing in the yard or playing in the street, if he picks the street, are you just going to say, sure, go out there, just have a good time? If you give a kid a choice, he's probably going to choose candy over peas and carrots. It doesn't mean it's what's good for him.
Josh, you're killing me here, bro. You're actually comparing letting a child choose a toy to whether they should play in the street or in the yard. Can't really compare that. I mean, obviously, anyone who's a decent parent is going to have their child play in a safe area. But that really doesn't compare to allowing a child to express their individualism through what kind of toy they want to play with. So, yeah, that's just absolutely ridiculous.
That's why the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go. Why? Because kids need to know that it's not just filling, son. What's 1 + 1? Well, maybe he doesn't say 2. Maybe he says, 83. Well, does it feel like 83 to you? Because if 83 is how you express yourself, no, I'm going to tell him the truth. 1 + 1 is 2. Why? Because then he's going to grow up just not even learning how to use math.
Should I point out the irony that you're talking about truth and then you mention your holy book? Okay, I'll leave that one alone. Yeah, 1 + 1 is 2, but it's quite funny, Josh, how you just went to say, I teach him that 1 + 1 is 2, then he won't grow up learning how to use math or whatever gobbledygook you just spat out.
So me, I train up a boy in the way that he should go by teaching him how to use a firearm.
Oh my god, I'm so shocked. A religious conservative who thinks guns are the answer to everything.
Teaching him how to use a gun and proper gun safety. See, my son Samuel, he's learning today as we're in the backyard. And guess what? For all of you liberal, spineless, no good, coward kind of
Oh yes, you know, the Fox News view of liberals that were all spineless. If I didn't have a spine, how would I be standing upright? And we're no good cowards. Yeah. Yeah, you know, let's continue to label people and put them in their little boxes. Come on, Josh. Come to Oregon. I'll show you who's a coward.
people. Since you want to be gender neutral, guess who else I'm teaching to use a gun? My daughters. They're learning how to use a gun. So Samuel, take that gun right there. You know how to hold it. And why don't you go ahead and hit that target right there and fire. Hit it? Yeah, good. That's gun control, ladies and gentlemen. That's gun control. A boy that knows how to properly fire a gun.
Yes, Josh, I'm sure your neighbors are appreciating this. If you're going to teach your children about gun control, wouldn't it be better if you were maybe at a firing range and they were wearing some sort of protective stuff? I don't know. But, yeah, I'm really hoping that you are teaching your children safety about guns. And yes, I'm a liberal, but I couldn't care less if you have your guns, as long as you meet a background check and, you're not having magazines with like hundreds of rounds in them. I could not care less. But do you keep your guns locked up? Are you teaching your children how to be safe?
I'm going to teach my daughter too. That's for you, guy who has no cojones, who needs to grow a pair and
Yes, Josh, and where are your cojones in that gun that you carry that makes you so manly and masculine and just, oh, so macho?
be a dad and train a child. Anyways, God bless you guys. Have a great day. If you agree with me,
No, Josh, I don't fucking agree with you. I think you are a moron. And why so many people watch your videos and like your Facebook page, and it's just a mystery to me. The only thing I can say about that is America. Anyway, I don't agree in your whole thing of train a child. Yes, you should guide a child, not train a child. A child is an individual, and you should not try to snuff out their individualism. Yes, let them be themselves, guide them, be a good role model, and love them. That's what matters, Josh. Not that you have a gun. Anyway, I'm VaginaLatte. If you like what I do, subscribe, share, like it. Bye.